Hey guys, welcome to Tiffindale Rescue Realtors, technically episode number 2. We're really recording and kind of getting ready and trying to get this consistent and all of that kind of stuff because we're here to help you guys.
Yes.
Today we're going to talk about one of the biggest objections that you get at this time of the year. And Tiff, what time of year is it?
Well, it's Christmas time, the holiday time.
Oh, it is Christmas and the holiday time, and that is very true.
We just finished Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And have you gotten any of your Christmas shopping done yet?
Yes, I have.
Me too.
I know.
I'm the guy that usually waits till Christmas Eve to go out and get all those last minute deals. Actually, I just always thought it was kind of fun. And this year, I think I'm probably 90% done.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is impressive.
That's impressive.
Partially because we're doing Christmas a little bit early.
Dale's going on a cruise, guys.
Oh yeah, I'll send you some videos from the cruise.
That's how you do Christmas.
I'm kind of with you on that. I'm kind of excited. I've done Thanksgiving cruises before, but I've never been gone on Christmas, which is a little weird to the rest of my family.
I've never done a Christmas cruise.
Yeah.
But that's, we have a lot of people going out of town right now and seeing family and
all that stuff, which
fun stuff.
Again leads to why we're really here today to talk about. One of the things I do, I talk to a lot of agents, as all of you guys know, and one of the biggest objections we have right now, even when inventory is low and houses are getting showings, is, well, Mr. Realtor, I want to take my house off the market over Christmas and wait till mid-January, February, or whatever to put it back on the market. That's not always the wrong idea, but
sometimes it works for some people.
It does.
It really just kind of depends.
And it's also a matter of, because the inventory is low, and anyone that's out looking for a house today, they're pretty serious.
Yes.
They need to find a house for a reason. And that's where you guys come in with, I hate to use the words objection handlers. What can you tell your seller about not doing that? And I'll probably close up with one depending on what Tiffany says. So Tiffany's going to give you the objection handler. So it's like, hey, Tiff, you've done such a good job the 3 days you've let me have this on the market, but I really want to take it off for Christmas and wait till the middle of January to put it back on.
Well, Mr. Seller, they'll like that because I called him Mr. Seller. Mr. Seller, that is something that's completely understandable. I know that it's a crazy time of year. However, it's actually a really good time of year to keep your house on the market, because when you do have your house on the market this time of year, there are a lot of people that really kind of need to get into a house before school starts up.
Who's going to move in at Christmas time?
You'd be surprised. You would be
Really?
surprised. There are people that will do it. And I have actually executed a contract on Christmas Eve before.
What were you doing working on Christmas Eve?
That's what we do, because whenever we have serious buyers, that's when they're off work. So that's when they can see houses. Something else that you kind of think about is how magical your house kind of looks this time of year.
It does look really good, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
You've got our trees all lit up and all that's beautiful.
You've got the presents under the tree, and it's something.
You say that even if it's the crappiest tree you've ever seen?
It's something. It's something that people can envision themselves in the home. And while I know that we didn't take pictures with the Christmas decorations up, just in case it stays on the market longer, it still shows very well this time of year, because a lot of home buyers try to figure out where they're going to put their Christmas tree when they're looking at houses, so they can see it right there.
Yeah, I guess that's true. They do. So basically you're saying I shouldn't do that?
I think that we should probably try and keep it on for a little bit longer.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What if someone wants to come look at my house on Christmas Eve at 6 o'clock?
That's up to you. I mean, honestly...
No, it's not. It's up to the whole situation here, because I'm going to tell them no.
I would tell them no.
Okay.
Because 6 o'clock, number one, it's dark at that time. And most people are with their families. This time of year, we don't get a lot of late showings.
That's
because it gets dark around 5:30. So most showings happen during the daylight. So you're still going to be able to spend the evening with your families and still do the Christmas festivities and the parties you want to go to as well.
Oh. So, okay, let me ask you another one. Because these are the reasons.
Dale's throwing me on the spot, guys.
These are the reasons that I don't want to keep my house on the market at Christmas time. What if we get an offer on the 10th and they want to close on the 27th?
Well, everything's negotiable. And you can always ask for a lease back.
Oh, but what if they say no? They won't do that. What do I do?
You don't have to accept their offer.
Oh, yeah. But then you might not want to pass up that offer. That's what you're here for, to kind of
It's
advise
really
me on
up to you. It depends on the terms of the offer. It depends on how great the offer is. And you kind of have to weigh your options and remember your why on why you're selling your home.
Oh, yeah.
And whether it's you need to be out sooner or you need X amount of money for it, if your net is more important than how quickly you can be out, those are all factors to consider.
And do you really think that someone would want to move in the 2 days after Christmas?
It's possible. Everything's possible in real estate.
That's for sure. Everything kind of is possible in real estate. And there are so many ways to do that. And really, no one would probably ask as many questions as I just did.
I know. Dale just
on
ran
that.
me through the ringer, guys. We did not practice that.
We didn't. So it's really good to have your house on the market. Why? For all the reasons Tiffany said, to keep your house on the market. But I also am here to tell you, the bad side of that is if they convince you to take it off the market, whether they've been on the market 3 days or 6 days or 60 days,
That's okay.
it's okay. Stay in close contact with them, keep following up with them, and remind them and get them to set a date where they're going to put it back on the market.
And you have to also take into consideration the CDOM, your days on the market, as well, because this is something that you have to consider. So if you're going to keep it off the market for 15 days, those days are going to count towards your days on the market. Now, if you keep it off the market, what is it, 31?
31.
31. So
I always say 31.
remember
I think it's 30,
that
but I keep it on
31's
31.
safe.
Yeah.
So keep that as part of your conversation as well. Say, okay, well, if we want to reset your days on market, let's just go ahead and push it to that 31-day mark. And then we'll put it back on the market, January 15th, and we'll be at day 1 on the market so that your listing looks a little more fresh as well.
And that
So
way you
there's-
have time to get your Christmas decorations
yeah,
and stuff down
and
too.
gives you time just to kind of settle back into life.
Yeah.
Because we all know that the week between Christmas and New Year's is kind of no man's land anyway. Nobody knows what day it is. But yeah, so there's really not, if they want to take it off the market, it's really okay. If they want to keep it on the market, they can do that too. I'm always kind of a really do what's best for your seller. If it's something that's going to really stress them out to keep it on the market and try and get everything done, then pull it off the market for a few days. Let them spend the holidays with their families. Let them not have to worry about selling a house or being in an option period. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I
It's
do
okay.
agree with that. And I think one of the biggest things you pointed out is everything's negotiable. And the worst possible scenario that someone could come up in their mind is they get a full price cash offer that wants to close on December 24th at 4 o'clock, right before the title companies close. And it's like, do I do that or do I not? Oh, and then they want possession on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen, number one.
That's one of those things where you're starting to set the narrative of this negative thing in your mind. So we have to remind our sellers, okay, that's a worst case scenario that is highly likely not to happen.
It is absolutely, and your job as an agent, if that scenario, even something remotely close to that came to, make sure your negotiation skills are up to par.
And you can make sure that your client doesn't have to move out on Christmas Day.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and the other thing, I'll throw in a little bonus tip thing for you. Two things kind of tied together. You heard Tiffany say a while ago that you don't take your photos with Christmas decorations in the house.
Yes.
Why?
Because it dates your listing.
It dates your listing very good. I would never take photos with Christmas stuff. Rarely, never say never in real estate. But the other thing that you guys really need to stop worrying about, and Tiffany here even implied this, but I'm going to scold her politely. Days on market today.
Oh, I know. I know.
don't
I know.
mean
I know.
what they used to.
They don't mean what they used to. They don't. Yes.
Now, if you've been on the market for 90 days.
But I arose that just in case your client had a concern about the days on market.
Yeah, well, they should already know that from the listing appointment time, but that's a whole nother episode. If your house has been on the market 90 days, you haven't done a price reduction, it's Christmas time, you might as well just take it off the market because it's probably not going anywhere today.
Truth.
So go ahead, take it over, figure out a plan to restart it and relaunch it, but I'm not sure that's a good thing.
But if it's been on the market for 3 days.
Yeah. We still have a shortage of inventory out there, and you guys need to have houses for people to look at because, yes, not as many buyers are looking today, but if you've got one that's hot and heavy, they're serious about buying.
And there's a lot of out-of-state buyers that are searching during the holiday season because they get time off work. So they're able to travel.
There's lots of travel and family visiting and all of that going on. So don't stop working. Don't stop working. What you do today sets you up
for 90 days.
2023. So keep that in mind as you go on about your business. Holler at us if you ever have any questions. And oh my gosh, please talk to me and comment on this video if you want to argue with me. I like arguments.
Or if you want to call them out for putting me in the hot seat without me being ready. I felt like I was in front of the class. I was like,
Oh man, I'm playing an episode 7 in my head right now. You're in trouble. So yeah, hey, if you here, do the close thing. I always forget subscribe, like.
Guys, we are now on multiple platforms. We are on Instagram. Please follow us and like all of our stuff that we put on there. You can actually subscribe on Instagram as well. YouTube, subscribe and like us on there as well, all our videos. And we are now on all of the podcast platforms. So you can find us on just about anything as far as that is concerned. And TikTok might be coming in the future. I really haven't decided whether or not I want to play with that yet.
Do I have to dance?
I think that the audience would like for you to dance, Dale.
No, honestly, they really would.
They probably would. We'll go ahead and put a comment on that one, guys, in the bottom. So please follow us on all platforms. We do still have our Facebook page up and running. Please just keep us going and
just look for us. Help us get started.
Let us know, yeah.
We want to give you tips. Oh, and the other thing, if you ever have a question about real estate, for real real estate, like just a question,
like real world,
we will answer those. We'll answer them on here. We'll answer them personally. We'll figure out some way to get those answered for you, because hey, that's who we are.
That's who we are.
So hey, this is Tiffindale Rescue Realtors clicking off for episode 2.
2 in the books.
All right, see you guys later.
Bye guys.